Yeah, it was amazing. The first day they said we could come back in, I couldn't stop crying because it was just so, it was happy tears that, oh my gosh, we're actually here and I can't believe it. And it was just surreal. It still kind of is, just like I feel like I'm walking in a dream. I'm sure once the kids get here and it becomes routine again, I'll come back down. But right now it's just so exciting. The building's beautiful. Teachers are just working feverishly to get their rooms ready, and so that's it. We're just all excited. I'm trying to keep it calm because it's like we are very excited. It's like, you know, in a new house you walk in and the lights come on. You know, we don't have to turn the lights on, and there's water fountains where you can fill up your water bottle. Just little things like that. Big cafeteria, shiny floors. That your friend is right next door across the hall, and you can actually see them. Where at the old Briarwood, there were pods, so you wouldn't really see your teammate unless you came outside and around. So this will be new for them. We didn't want May 20th to define us. That's not who we are. So the whole entire school year was about moving forward and celebrating everything that we do have. So we want to replace that sad day. And so I think this is just one more step to that. You know, it really, none of them are even talking about it anymore. If last year you would have said, oh, I had that, but the tornado blew it away, or I had that, or I had this. It's not that way anymore. It's, you know, they have all this new stuff. Look what I got. My room looks great. So I don't think you're going to see a lot of sadness or like we just picked up our bootstraps and moved on. We're not wallowing in it, is I guess what I'm trying to say. We've moved past that.
I don't know that I'm technically healed, but I've tried to move on. I think that it's definitely changed me and the way that I look at normal everyday things. You know, I'm a little bit more appreciative of those normal everyday little things that I get to do with my family. I don't know that we will ever heal completely from it, but it will dim a little bit, and we'll be able to look back and hopefully think of that day as a day that we showed our strength.
It's, you know, Emmaus Baptist Church, and they took care of our Briarwood community for a full year, and they're still there. They haven't left. And you know, we were able to walk the Briarwood kids from Emmaus to Briarwood because it's within walking distance. Timberlake Construction cleared a site for us and a pad for us, and Emmaus came out and cooked hot dogs for the kids, and they spent a majority of their day there at Briarwood. A very surreal, emotional time to see almost 500 kids plus staff walking through a neighborhood that had literally been torn up, you know, the year prior, and families were out on their porches, on their curbs with signs on their fences, you know, Briarwood strong, welcome home Briarwood Bears. That's the kind of community that we live in. And some of those individuals that were out there that put the signs up, they don't have kids in more public schools. They did, but they've grown and they've moved on, and they, you know, those families stayed. But again, that's our community. You know, that's our community in a nutshell right there. They loved us up this last 14 months, and it was an emotional time. You know, those kids were happy to be back home, and you know, there's just no place like home. And Briarwood, the community of Briarwood, as far as the kids and the teachers, they have a beautiful facility that they're going to walk into at open house this evening and start with school on Tuesday. Highland East is very much the same way. You know, all three of those sites lost so much that we gained as a result of, and we built back bigger, better, stronger. And those kids and those staffs at the three sites deserve everything that they're fixing to walk into.